What's up, Alex here. Welcome to this quick little video. This is part 2 out of 3 in my podcast listening series. And what that means is that hopefully in part 1, I explained to you why you as a beach volleyball player should listen to podcasts as a strategy towards becoming a better player. And now in part 2 and 3, I'm gonna give my sort of tips on how to make that happen easier and better and more efficiently. And here in part 2, I'm just gonna show a few physical things, just about some headphones and stuff, so that I can expand on that then in part 3, which will be a longer podcast episode without visuals. All right, so let's jump straight into it. So the first thing I wanna show you is this little button, which has more significance than it might seem like. And it exists on almost every headphones nowadays, but it's basically just a click, like a pause button. Here's some Bluetooth ones, they have it. These traditional ones have it. The speaker has it. It's just a play button in the middle. And it just allows you to pause the episode on the go without you having to take out your phone and starting to, open the app and whatever, passwords and whatever. It's just a quick click and it's done. So regardless of what headphones you have, I would suggest you find that button because it's gonna help you a lot if you start actually listening to the podcast. And probably the same in like car stereos. There's probably maybe on the steering wheel, even like a play pause button, or on the control panel or whatever it might be. Find that button, it's gonna help you. Secondly, I just wanted to super quickly show this speaker. There's many small speakers, but this is the one I have. And it's waterproof, and what's great about this thing is that it allows you to be able to listen to podcasts in the shower. This is the JBL Clip 3, and I'll talk more about this in part 3 of this series, but anyway, I just wanted to show how small and easy and waterproof you can throw it in the water it is. Putting this like long-term on the go. And then I just want to show a couple quick things on an actual phone. So I use Podcast Addict. That's my favorite podcasting app. It's an Android app, doesn't exist on Apple phones, but Apple has their own podcast app and there's other apps also. Anyway, I like Podcast Addict because it has very little ads and it has a lot of great functions basically. But the basics of all of them are pretty much the same. You just add podcasts and you search for them. Let's see, Learn Beach. Search. There we go, the Learn Beach Volleyball Fast podcast. So if I click there, that means I subscribe. And then here's episodes. And we can find whatever episode we want. If we want to download one, we can click here and it's going to download it so you can listen to it without internet later. Or we can just go and click play and we're going to be streaming it. Welcome to the Learn Beach Volleyball Fast podcast. So anyway, one important point is that regardless of how much of an episode you have listened to, when you pause it, the podcast app will save this position. So you can, you can listen to it on the drive, and when you arrive, you just pause it, and then on the drive home, you continue. This is a major function that you need to be using basically. If you want to speed up things, you can do that here. I personally don't like speeding up things too much. 1.3 is my go-to. But yeah, that's about it. And another thing about is when you close your phone down and then you click it open again. At least on Android phones you will have this quick player here so that you can access play and pause. And you can also access here this rewind function, which is rewind 15 seconds, which is very important. And of course this same rewind function exists also in the app and forward of course, but really when you're on the go, this quick menu helps a lot. All right, I hope all of that made sense. Of course, if you have any questions, you can write them in the comment section below and I can answer them. But now that you probably know how to get a podcast app and subscribe to my podcast, I would recommend you to go and listen to part 3 of this podcasting series, because that's where the real value, the really golden stuff about how to listen to podcasts easier will come. And I promise you guys, podcast listening is such a great strategy for your life and your beach volleyball career that you don't want to miss this. Please use this resource that is free and takes basically no time from your life once you know how to do it. And we'll actually all enjoy beach volleyball more because of it. All right, that was all for this video. I hope I see you soon again.